Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Crypto Shiv. My name is Shwang Chathwani and I'm your host for this channel. Today's video was special. We're going to be talking about the crypto ban in India. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about one altcoin gem, and what the whole market is going to be like for the next upcoming days, for the short term and for the long term. So if you like the channel and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get the regular updates. And like the videos if you like the content, because this helps us. It motivates me to make more content for you. So first of all, we're going to be seeing that this is Bitcoin on a daily time frame. We can see that we've plotted basic support and resistance areas, but we are seeing this RSI right here, which is the like of the most importance today. So you can see whenever we form a falling wedge on the RSI, where the RSI is being held down by one constant line. This happened last year in 2021 from the 3rd of Jan to the 24th of July, which were on the daily time frame. We were constantly going lower and lower, lower and lower on the RSI, and we were being held down by this line right here. And we are seeing a similar situation happening right now. But there is one key difference right here. What you can see is that on the 8th or 10th of Jan, we formed this high. After this high, the RSI was at its peak, but the RSI fell down and the price went up. The RSI fell down again and the price went up again. And this happened 3 or 4 more times before we eventually broke down. This kind of a RSI falling of an RSI and increasing of a price is called bearish divergence, which eventually means that there is a crash coming. So this just basically proved the point that as the price increased, the RSI fell down and we went oversold basically on the 19th of May. And since then, after we finally did cross this resistance on the RSI, we went up and up and up and finally created an all-time high. So there is something different about what's been happening this time. So the last time we saw that the prices were increasing but the RSI was decreasing, which was a sign of an unhealthy market because there was bearish divergence. But right now we can see that since we hit the top, which is basically 15th of October, so around this point, the RSI is constantly decreasing and so is the price. So this is honestly the sign of a healthy market. The fact that we have broken outside the RSI gives us enough evidence that we are in for a big boost coming. The last time we saw such a boost was when we broke from the RSI on the 19th of July, which was, right here. We rose around 130% after that happened and created a new all-time high. So if we expect a similar rise from this point, which is basically the RSI was broken on 30th of Jan, a 130% rise from this point would get us close to around the 80 to $85,000 mark, and which will be creating a new all-time high, because we've been targeting $78,000 for a while now, but 80 to $88,000 is the range where we should be looking for a, a price discovery mode to come in. Coming to the next point, which is the 4 hourly on the Bitcoin, we can see that despite having multiple touches on this clear resistance, we are still forming higher highs and higher lows, actually higher lows and similar highs. So the point being, this ascending triangle has a target of about $45,000 right here, which should ideally get us to the lower level of this level of resistance coming in at the $45,600. So right now, if we do break forward from this point right here, I am targeting $41,000 as a start, because that is going to be something we're going to be looking at a lot. $41,500 is basically the biggest resistance right now, because it was the biggest support earlier. After $41,500, I am going to be opening a long position from $41,500 to $45,600, probably a little up a couple of $100 to the downside, because I don't want to keep my hopes up. The RSI could go oversold pretty soon on the 4 hourly, which is going to be kind of bearish, since if it is overbought, that means it will go down soon. So if we close a 4 hourly candle over this level of resistance, which is the $39,000 mark, we will be seeing some major uprise coming till the 40,000 or the 41,000 dollar mark. So now, since we've covered Bitcoin, moving to the next basic, biggest piece of news today, which is the India crypto market and what's been happening. So in 2021, the government introduced a bill which said that crypto was going to be banned, and there was a lot of FUD. The market fell a lot. The US dollar compared to the INR rose a lot, but since then I think the Indian government has learned its lesson, because they have realized that since there is over 10,000 CR of Indian money invested in crypto, they can't really ban it outright, because there will be just mass mayhem and chaos. You can't just delete $133 billion from the market and expect people to stay quiet. So what they have done instead is figured out a way around it. They are going to be stopping the use of INR trading pairs, and they're going to be taking out their own cryptocurrency backed by the INR, created by the RBI, and this is going to be introduced in this year 2020 to 23. And also the fact that India has just introduced a crypto tax, which will be in effect from the 1st of April 2022, which is basically the start of a new financial year. So basically, Nirmala Sitharaman, the financial minister of India, basically she said that it is, they will be proposing a new digital rupee using blockchain and other technologies, which will be issued by the RBI starting 2022-23. And also complementing the launch of a digital version of the Indian rupee, Sitharaman also proposed the introduction of a 30% crypto tax that targets all transfers of virtual digital assets. So 30% tax is pretty steep at the moment, because 30% tax basically makes your profits. If you imagine that you have $100 of profit, you just basically give $30 to the government. Also the fact that you will have to give 1% TDS. And what is TDS? TDS is basically tax reduction at source. So when you take out your money from your app, there's going to be a 1% deduction of your profits. And also the fact that there is no exemption of such a tax. Every crypto transfer or every crypto transaction will have to face a 30% tax. And gifting, basically the idea of a gift, like giving crypto as a gift, will also be taxed. So you can't basically mess around with that idea anymore. This is good for regulation, and this is good for basically the increasing technological prowess of a country. But it eventually just boils down to the fact that 30% is a lot. We were expecting a tax of about 15 to 18%, which would have been on the further side of things. And now coming to the next piece of news, which is that the Indian government, after the TDS, they have also decided that there was going to be a ban earlier, but since there isn't a ban now, the question arises that will the Indian government themselves hold Bitcoin at some point in time? And I think that point is very soon. It's approaching very soon, because since the fact that we are not going to be banning crypto, we are going to be accepting crypto payments, and we are going to be letting people pay in crypto. All that boils down to the fact that the Indian government will eventually get into the crypto market and realize that Bitcoin, or holding Bitcoin as an asset with them, is also beneficial. And that brings me down to my last point: beneficial assets. One beneficial asset that I do see booming pretty soon is the next coin that I'm going to be talking about, is basically Solana. So Solana, this is Solana against the US dollar on a daily time frame. We can see that on a pitchfork, we were holding the zero line, and now we've dipped below, but these two boxes of resistance are basically support, are coming in. We did take a dip from the expected level of support, coming at around the $81.8 level, and we are trading at $112. So if you want to long Solana right now, I would suggest that you could long Solana till the point of about 125 dollars. So 112 to $125, which will give you an easy rise of about, let's just say, hold on, yeah, about a 12% rise on spot in the next coming days. So Solana is looking pretty bullish at the moment. We did see a big jump coming because we touched it on one day, and since then we are seeing a major upside coming. Also, the fact that if I remove this RSI right now and use what I wanted to use, which was basically this, you can see that we are about to test our first level of resistance coming in from the EMA ribbon, which is going to be the you know which is going to be this point right now, which is the $112. So after the $112, if we climb further and further, the $125 mark is in sights. But also, if we go over the 143, we could see a new all-time high pretty soon for Solana. If you remember my earlier videos, I was targeting around $350 to $500 for Solana. I still believe that we can get to that $500. So if you haven't bought Solana yet, I suggest that this is a good time to invest. Obviously, this is not financial advice, and also the fact that if you want regular updates, for the market, for the whole situation of crypto, what's been going on, you should probably check out the price action channel. We are updating you daily. I just gave you an Ethereum long call. We were giving you a Bitcoin update, multiple Bitcoin updates. I already told you that India was not going to ban crypto at 1 o'clock today. We have polls coming in. We have premium calls. Everything's been going on for the whole channel, and we're gonna kick it up pretty soon. So I will see you in the next one. And if you haven't joined the channel, join the Telegram group, and like the video and subscribe to the channel. So that's it for today. Bye bye.